Welcome Ji. Today I am going to discuss uh, how to handle Java exception. So first we understood the meaning why we need to handle exceptions in Java. Generally, all the business logic written at particular methods. If you have written some method instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, these are your methods, and these methods are invoked from your main method or any business method from where you are invoking this function. Okay, this way. So let's assume this instruction first is executed successfully. This is also executed success, but in anyhow, this line throw some exceptions. Okay, throw some error. So what happen if you are not handle exception in your Java code? Then after this line, your code, your program is suddenly breaked. Your program, whole program main is suddenly breaked, and user doesn't know what happened. So exception handling is the one of the mechanism in which way you can say whenever my program is going to close, yeah, in anyhow particular exception occur, then we have to give the user a graceful message. What the reason why the particular program is terminated. Those providing the graceful terminations of your applications, Java support the exception handling. In this exception handling, the multiple way we can handle exceptions and inform to the caller method due to this reason your method is not executed properly, and this line is code is not executed. Sometime our business say कि now if anyhow the particular exception occur in this line, still I want to continue this exception. In this way, Java also provides the mechanism how to handle those exceptions. So let's write one simple example, and where I'm trying to say how to handle exception in Java and how we can give the proper message to the calling method, or how still continue if needed our business logic. The first thing we have to understood, Java have a rich set of library and functions available in the classes. So for this, Java provide a throwable is the one class which is the super class of all classes. Okay, throwable, and in this class there are two subclasses. One class your error class, another class, another subclass is your exception class. So there are, first thing we have noticed is Java have a throwable. Throwable is a super class of all kind of exceptions are error, and there are two main subclasses: error and exception. And error is also have a multiple subclass, and exceptions class also have a multiple subclass, and one subclass known as a runtime exception. Runtime exception. So here I have written four class name. One is the your throwable class, is a super class of all class. Second is your error class. Third your exception class. A fourth is a runtime class. Runtime is also have a multiple kind of subclass of exception. So here I am trying to convey the message is that whenever you are writing a code, whenever you are writing a code, and during the writing your code, okay, compiler also evaluate your code. Compiler also evaluate your code and check the sometime you want at the compile times if the particular method is throwing exception I want to handle. Okay, so known such exceptions known as a compile time exception. A compile time exception known as a checked exception. Okay, checked exception. So when and sometime we have written a code, but compiler does not enforce you this method through exception or not at the runtime. If the particular problem occur, the particular method, a particular instruction through exception. Those exception known as a unchecked exception. Unchecked. So two category you can say, checked exception, unchecked exception. Checked exception means that at compile time your compiler enforce you this method are throwing exception, you have to handle exception or you have to convey your caller method. So, and first that is your checked exception. Unchecked exception, at the compile time your code doesn't know this particular methods are throwing exception or not. Depend upon the user input, the particular method can throw exception or cannot throw exception. If the throw exception at that time, we have to handle or not. Okay, so show all the throwable subclasses or runtime subclasses, how to generally categorize which exceptions are checked exception, which are unchecked exceptions. So in short, all the exception subclass of runtime exception, all the exceptions of subclass runtime exception and all its subclasses known as a your unchecked exception. These runtime exceptions are not recognized by the compile times and they are going to run times, and else all the exception and all the exceptions of subclass or exceptions of error subclass and all the exception of throw, all are the known as a checked exception. So in short, there are two category of exception: checked exception, unchecked exception. Unchecked exception are those exceptions that are caught while you're running application, runtime exception. All the subclass of a runtime class is known as a unchecked exception, and remaining all the subclass of exception class, all the subclass of your error class is considered as a checked exception. Okay. So these are the basic theory ki so you have to notice throwable is a superclass of, if you they uh, so here I am to trying to write one basic method. Let's see, our method is uh, let's key division, and they take a two number a comma integer b, and here I am just like result r equal to, let's I am dividing a divided by b, and I just say output uh, division equal to plus r, and let's here I am not returning anything. Okay, right, return, then we have to return your r. So this is the one my method. In this method we have written this is my one method division, take a two argument integer a integer b, and here instruction one, divide something, print the result and return the value. So if all are the happy scenario, our code will be run. Let's example, I am calling this division function, I am passing 100 here, divide by 2. Okay, and let's key out, done. Okay, let's I am trying to uh, run it. So here each and every will be the happy path. Okay, our program is run successfully and our response is done. That means my program is successfully is executed, there is no any execution problem. But here our example to demonstrate ki if the let's see what happen if we are dividing a by any number of let's 0, then what happen. Let's see, I am writing here not passing 2, I am passing, this is the, let's give your division, sorry, division first. A second case I am going to passing, let's here number 0. Then think what would be the output. In generally, whenever you are dividing 100 by any 0, in our mathematics we are taking to infinite. We are not, but in the computer science we cannot divide any number with a 0. If we are going to divide any number, we have to give some positive number, 1 2 3 4 such. But in this case, our system how to recognize, how we are going to handle the particular scenario. Let's, I am running here. So here we notice key we have to get here division 1, and after that my program is not successful, terminated successfully because we are not getting this done method, and now our system is, our program is terminated. Here we are saying our program is executed, but while exceptions, while error, my program is not giving any meaningful message and just terminating. Okay, but I want ki at least my program should be completed here, so that ki I know ki the particular maybe with error message or something else, we can provide our meaningful error here instead of our complete main program is terminated without completing his logic. So here the concept of Java exception handling occur. First things, first thing. So for handling Java here, we know that these are the my lines where the particular exception is occur, can occur, possibly be occur, depend upon the value of b. So how? So here Java support to handle exception in a two way. First things, whenever this line is execute, okay, at the particular exception is this line is throw, exception throw. So there are two options. We can inform your caller method कि we have a problem here. You have to handle exception here कि what happened. Second option, first option ये कि we have to propagate the particular error, what kind of error happen here to your caller methods. By default, this is happen. By default, whenever A divided by B happen, the particular exception occur, they are throw to the caller method. And caller method, here is no any kind of handling happen, then they again throw to the your who call your main method and going to the JB. Now your program is terminated. The first way are your exception is propagating. First way is your exception is propagating. Let's key method this invoke to method 2, or this invoke to method 3, and this invoke to method 4. If any exception occur here, so they are propagating caller method, this propagating to the caller method, this propagating to the caller method, and finally this propagating to the caller. Here come exception. So we have option key, we can throw exception which level I want. If I want to handle this level, we can handle, and now propagation stops. Handle exception means ki now I don't want to propagate this exception outside of this method. So that means ki exception handling within a block where the particular exception occur. So for handling exceptions, there are some Java basic keywords to which statement code can possibly throw runtime exception to handle try block, write code, and this code, and handle catch exception. What kind of exception they occur? Error, caught. Error in division method. Okay. So whenever here your R is, so you have to, R is the local variable. Local variable is cannot visible, so you have to declare upper side with the initial value, and here now your we have written properly. Okay. So this is the first mechanism by which we are handling exception. Let's give run it. So here you notice this key our division is also your done happen, and in parallel if you notice that error in division methods also you found here. Okay, so just let's I am just comment out this so that key multiple log is not common. Okay, if you run it. Okay, okay, so whenever this function invoke going to this line, here exception occur. Here you are calling a division method, passing these two value going to here, and this here going to evaluate the particular exception occur. So here they are not propagating to you to the caller method. Instead, we are saying making try and catch. Here is the you handle exception, means ki you are getting control here, and you are whatever you want to the particular message, what kind of message you want, you write here. Now your exception is stop here. Now just like a similar way, now we are continue your code and returning the R value, and here we are printing those value, and after that your system is execute main method, and then you are done. So this is the first way to handle exception inside your method where you are expecting the particular exception can occur. The second scenario might be case happen. No, I don't want to handle this exception inside our caller method. I want to inform who call me. Division method is invoked by main method, so I want to inform him that they can handle exceptions. The particular exception can occur. So for those, we are going to that we are in this scenario. This method is not responsible to handle exception. They are just informed to the your caller method. You have to handle this exception. I am not handling. I am just propagating to you. I am just informing the that the particular exception can occur. So how to handle those scenario? Uh, for those, let's write the different method. So here I am invoking division 1. Okay, so here I don't want to handle exception inside your method division. I am saying is I don't want to handle. Okay, or but instead of if any exception come, I can throw exception. So here I have option throws exception. So now done. So you notice that whenever I am writing throw keyword use at a method signature label and inform that whenever anyone invoke this division method, this method can throw exception, and if this is the checked checked exception, that means whenever here in main method if I am invoking the division function, they are showing you compile time compiler know this method is throwing exception, you have to handle it. You have to handle exception. Let's keep him say him here and say runtime exception. So in runtime exception, you notice that your here compiler doesn't enforce, you have to handle exception. So whenever you are passing a runtime exception, it's this method does not enforce checked by the compiler. You have to handle try catch block here or not. But whenever you are writing exception like exception, this is a checked exception. Here compiler enforce, you have to handle exception. Here also have a two option. Here also we have a two option. Or you can handle with a try catch block. Try catch block, one option here. Or again I don't want to handle myself, I want to again communicate to the caller method. So instead of writing try catch here, we have to again write here throws exception. Means ki here now we don't need to handle exception here. So here is the case of your error this method throw exception. This method say I cannot handle, I am just informing to the caller method throws exception. These throws come here. This say there are two options, or you can handle here try catch. So this method say I don't want to handle this exception. These are the compile name exception. I want someone can again handle who call me. In the similarly in the case of multiple chain of method, let's for method 1 invoke to the method 2, and method 2 invoke again another method 3, again he invoke 4, and here find कि particular exception occur, they can throw to this method, they can throw this method. Here we have option, we can handle try catch or again propagate. The throws keyword, throws keyword used to propagating exception from method to the caller method. Okay, it's clear. If here if you are handling, check it and notice that exception is propagating. In no one can handle here because in main method we have not handle. We say no, I don't want to handle, who call me can handle. Here is the main function is invoked by JVM. So JVM, this is the handle divided by exception. Sometime no, I don't want to handle JVM, I want to handle at least my, this is my method, I handle myself and info, so that ki next code, next line of code would be executed. So here try and you say I want to handle exception catch exception error occurred in division. Okay, and now if you handle, okay, this would be the outside local variable, and here you notice that exception occur, still we are able to, our next line of execution is happening. So these are the two way. First you have to identify what are the expected line from where the particular exception can through. And second, try catch block where you to handle exception. Now whenever you are handle exception, you have a stop the propagation, and now your next line of statement can be executed. Okay. Second time, sometime my business exception say I want to throw exception manually. So for that we have a here, let's key here example. Here I want if uh, let's key if my check here if b greater than 5, if b greater than 5, then our business logic would work. If b less than 5, then I want to throw exception. No, don't I want to execute this line and this line. So here I have a conditional throw as programmatically particular business logic. Here our business logic say whenever the b value is less than 5, I want to throw exception. So I want to throw manually exception. So we again keyword throw a new which runtime exception or any kind of exception. Okay, uh, the value of b cannot be less than 5. This is my business exception. If I am running here b equal to 0 less than 5, let's see if I am running here uh, 10, it will work. If you are let's run 2, 2, if you running it exception occur. Here we have an option key. Let's here I am throwing the value of b. This message should be communicated to the caller method. So here we have options. Uh, Here this exception object e have a option to get the message e dot get message, which message you want. Now if you run it, you have to get the proper message. What kind of exception here? Yeah, the value of we cannot be show. We have a option ki sometime our system by default does not support some kind of operation through exception, and sometimes our business lead say I want to the particular line through exception. So we have to use a keyword through, and which kind of exception, checked exception, unchecked exception, you have to write here and propagate it here, and here we have options to change. Okay, one things here is is that here we have a multiple option. You can write multiple catch blocks and one finally block. Okay, these are the not finally and multiple options not mandatory, but sometime I want to different exceptions occur. Okay, sometime let's key here. Uh, so whenever you are writing two catch exception or three catch exception, here compiler enforce you have to maintain the hierarchy. Here is the if you, this is the super class. If you write here uska subclass, let's key runtime exception. That means ki all the exception come under exception is automatically handle here. Next control not go to here. So for that you have to mention all subclass would be the first, and then runtime exception, and then your exception. Okay, so sometime we have to handle here your runtime exceptions occur, sometime your exception not runtime exception. Let's key here I am throwing less than exception, uh, and here let's key our business say if value is let's result less than 10 through new exception I want to handle. यहाँ पे result cannot be less than R 10. Okay. Sometime the here one time I am exception, runtime exception, and sometime I am your normal exception. Okay. Let's I am passing here 6. I am running. Okay. Let's I am writing here 20. So I so that our condition can meet. Okay. Here your exception occur if your now their exception occurred in the division this means this guy's box your handle exception. If I am passing here, let's give 5. Let's give 5 less than 5. Okay, 4. Now here you notice that here your runtime exception occur. So these are the hierarchy of exceptions you can handle. Okay. So in short, these are the basic tools Java support. One tools is your throw keyword. Whenever you want to throw exceptions, means from this line the particular this code is not executed. You want to control give to the your caller method. Then you have to use throw keyword. Okay. Here I am using a throw keyword. That means from here next set of statement I don't want to execute, but throw to the caller method. Caller method have options. They can handle exception with a catch block or finally block, or they can again propagate here. Both options. Sometime you handle exception, you want to give my message here, but still I don't want to execute the next statement of code. Then you have to again here you can use keyword throw. Throw new, that's exception, your message. Okay, which exception you want to throw. Okay, so whenever you are running it, now this set of line is not executed because let's here finally one thing the finally is that key finally block. Finally block is the place where this if the particular exception throw itself this method will be if the particular try have a multiple catch and one finally block if any exception occur or not occur this finally block is always executed. Only one case where the this block is not executed when before that if anyone invokes system.exit. System.exit. In this case, the particular finally block not executed, else in all cases finally block must be executed. If you're running it here again, you notice that we have to handle exception here, to runtime exception, but after that this block is not created, but you notice this finally block is still executed. So finally means ki whenever this method exception throw or not throw this finally block is always executed. Only one condition where the finally block is not executed. In that case, if the particular system.exit code is executed, in those cases the finally block is not executed. Else, all if you are throwing exception or not throwing exception, these are, let's say I am passing here some valid value, and if you run, if the particular we are not getting any exception, exception occur in exception occur this block handle, finally occur, why exception occur, this result can value cannot be less than 20. Okay, that's 6. Here let's put the value some greater value. Okay. Here you notice that no any exception occur, it still finally block is executed. So means this method exception throw then catch handle, if exception not throw still finally block is executed. Okay, if exception occur, particular exception occur, if you still if you throw some exception to the your call method, still this finally block is executed. So this keyword throw keyword used to throw any kind of exception in a particular situation where you want to throw manually exception, then you have to use throw keyword. And note from where you can use this throw keyword, rest setup instruction is not executed, and the call method have a two option, they can handle through multiple catch. If you have a multiple catch, notice that subclass is first, then superclass, then superclass, then superclass, and the particular catch is handle, and we have a two option to handle exception and continue to the your next exception, next instruction, then you don't use throw. But you want know particular exception occur, I don't want to execute the remaining code, then you again use the keyword throw keyword and throw the exception, so that the go to the handle by the call method. So throw code and throws keyword just use at the method level, so that ki method know ki this kind of exception, this particular code can throw exception the following. Here we have options, you can pi comma multiple exception, maybe runtime exception. Here two exception throwing, runtime here an exception. Notice here there is no any order. In any order you can write here. Here is no any superclass subclass concept. But throws method say कि this method whenever anyone invoke this method can exception two type of exception, throw exception or runtime exception. To manually you can throw here, and the who call this method is responsible to handling the try catch, or they can also throw it. If you run, it is still running. Okay, so in summary that ki Java have a option, different flavor, you can handle exception inside your method with the try catch block, or you want to throw exception to the call method. First, if you want to manually throw, you can use throw keyword and which kind of exception you want to throw. Whenever you are using a manual throw keyword, which exception you are going to throw, you want to here delegate, throw this exception, this exception, this exception, any kind of exception. This exception means who use this division one method is responsible to handle these following exceptions in your multiple try catch and finally block. If there are multiple catch blocks, first your runtime exception, then your exception. Means here is a subclass, then superclass, then superclass. So these are the finally way to use the your exception handling. Okay. Hope it is useful, and if you have any query concern, please write in the comment box. Sure, I will reply. Thank you. If you download this code, I'll put this code in my blog. You can download from the blog itself.